What's up, fellow lords of gaming, and welcome back to another episode of Marvel Future Fight. So today we're gonna jump right back in, and we got our man Raccoon joining the fray. So Rocket has had a number of uniforms. This one actually looks pretty good. I love the way his boots look on him. The only thing that looks really weird is his gun. Like, there's all of this detail here, and even when you turn to the side, it starts to get a little flat and everything there. Well, then you turn here and it's like, what the fuck did y'all do? Like, something about that BFG just, it doesn't pass the sniff test. You know what I mean? Like, you look at some of his previous guns and stuff like that, they kind of fall into the same thing, but they kind of look better if you're being honest with it, right? But like that gun that he has, like this one was terrible, right? That one was just terrible. That one was even worse. Look at it. Now that was the worst. Like, look at that gun. But you get back over here to this gun, and like for where we are today, it just looks terrible. So, but the uniform on him looks pretty good. Like, I won't lie about that. I do like the uniform. So his uniform effect, he basically has increase all basic attacks by 30%. We previously had that on there. 15% ignore defense, and then he gets the damage to decrease the basic damage received, right? So that's what we get inside here. Let's go with his uniform upgrades inside of here. I think I might have to get some more some rickety Rocket Raccoon BIOS inside here. So let me purchase those real quick. I am really interested in Rocket just because of the patch notes, the update details. He looked pretty interesting from there, so I'm pretty excited about to see it. And I've seen his first skill already, and I was really excited about the first skill as well, or the usage of the first skill, how that's supposed to play out and playing on usage. So let's upgrade his uniform real quick. First skill, Dark Obsidian Supergiant. All right, that's her best uniform. I don't know that she fits anywhere into the meta currently about purchasing uniforms, but this is what if now's the time to basically purchase these uniforms if you're still about it and doing that. Then we got more Marvel Studios Thor Love and Thunder. It's her best uniform for Valkyrie. Not a bad uniform at all, so we're batting 2 out of 5 right now. Let's continue to get in here. We got Juggernaut Fair itself. His best uniform, not necessarily going to put him in a meta or tier anywhere for that uniform, but it's a really good uniform. I don't like to judge the uniforms based on whether or not they're in use or not, because you might be a player that likes Juggernaut, and I might be a player that, you know, likes Hypergiant, and knowing that the uniform that's being chosen in these new uniform options incentivizes me, the player, to go back and purchase that best uniform. If they want to go back further than the character's previous best uniform or their uniform that they have, then they need to add in a transmog system in the game. That's just bottom line put. So then we get Electro, Spider-Man. I do believe that is his best uniform and his newest uniform inside. So good uniform option there. So we're at 4 out of 5 on our free-to-play uniform options for Rocket Raccoon. And then we get Winter Soldier, Marvel Studio Falcon and Winter Soldier. I believe that's his best uniform too. Yep. So that's his best uniform inside the game as well. So 5 out of 5 good uniform options overall for Rocket Raccoon. So that already alone makes the uniform a pretty nice pickup option if you are looking to go that route. So let's jump in over here and let's preview Rocket's skills. All right. So he starts out on the box, shooting away happiness, and then the box just disappears. First skill, you can see what I meant by that. It's so his first skill basically is called Sure Shot, right? And so you're allowed to reuse that skill up to 3 times, and each time it grants you 100% chance to grant all damage immunity, and it increases your basic damage by 80% for 2 attacks for 6 seconds. Now, the question I have for this skill is this supposed to be used in between rotations, right? Like, so like, you'll get what I'm saying when I say, like, should I, like, if the rotation's 3, 4, 5, should I go 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, and then finish out on 6, right? or should I go 2-1, 3-1? So that way I basically maintain up that. But do you really need to do that? Because with the damage immunity, right, that's essentially what you're popping off every time, because 6 seconds is really enough for you to utilize to get those attacks off, right? You only really have like 3, 4, and 5, so you only really have 3 skills that you're popping, but that's only going to affect the next 2 attacks of the skill. So if I pop off the 1 and then rotate in 3, I can then go without having to do it for an additional skill. So I can go 1, 3, 4, and then I pop it off again, 1, and then 5, 6, and then 1. You get what I'm saying? Like, with it being able to pop off for 2 attacks for the increased damage, I don't need to re-pop it for the 80% damage, but I do need to pop it for the 100% chance to grant all damage immunity at least one time in there. So I'm dying to see what the rotation is going to look like inside there. We get the 2 skill. I like the way that skill looks. That skill looks cool. I like it. I like that skill. So then his 3rd skill, Guardian Cameo. I think he calls in the Milano for this skill. Well, who's that? Oh, so it's Peter. So I like that. So Star-Lord goes up into the sky and fires and rain down from above, while Rocket is basically... So wait, that canceled my 2 skill. So I don't know that I can do that. We'll have to see how this works out. But I'm pretty sure it's not going to stack. So then his 4th skill, iframes, Milano blocks up the entirety of the fucking screen. Did they really look at that skill? Like, I wonder if they really looked at that skill. Like, 4 cancel into 1, so we can't cancel immediately either. Wow. Like, we'll have to see, like, can I cancel out of this skill? So we'll go 4, wait for the Milano to appear. So you can cancel this. You can cancel this skill, but you have to wait for the Milano to appear, and then fires off the rockets. So the 5th skill, he basically casts a net up in the sky, and it does a nice little rain down on here. That's a nice 5th skill. I like his 5th skill. Notice that the 5th skill is where the damage immunity happens, or the accumulation happens. So you're probably going to be rotating into like 5. It's probably going to be something like 5, 3, 4 probably. So probably similar to Peter at the very least, unless it's 5, 4, 3. But I think it's probably going to be 5, 3, 4. But we'll probably have some play with 1 inside here. And then his 6th skill, he calls in the Milano. Milano fires off some bombardment shots. I like rocket skills. They look nice. These are skills that look new. Like when you look at him dropping out the barrier shield for him to shoot back, these look like new skills. So they look really good to me. So let's see what the practice combo. This character cannot be used. What? So for some reason, they don't have the ability for you to practice the combos with Rocket. That's weird. That's weird. So they're basically not setting a combo skill for you to use with Rocket. I wonder why that is. Maybe it's because of the 1 skill is not really telling you what to do. So if I had to imagine, right, I'm trying to get in for the next skill, so I'm probably going to go 1, 5. I've got a little bit of delay inside here. Well, I didn't get the 1 in time. So this is going to be a really weird one. So let's see. I can't practice the combo. Turn on skill cooldown display. Let's turn that off. Does that with 5? Yeah, so I want to basically see what the cooldown rotation is going to be for this skill inside here. So let's see what we got inside here. So 5, first of all, we're going to have to see if we can cancel out of 5 and still get the skill. So we go 5, and then into 1. Does allow the skills to continue inside of there. So it looks like we can auto cancel out of 5. Let's try it again one more time and see what it looks like inside here. So let's go. 5 into 1. So immediately able to cancel out of 5 into 1. So that's good. So we can go directly 5-1. Now his 6th ability, what's on his 6th ability? 6 abilities damage all immunity. So let's see that. So we basically are going to go 5 into 1 into 3 into 1. So let's see. Can I cancel 3? 3 goes and then 1. So yep, you can cancel out of 1. It looks like Rocket stops, but Star-Lord still takes the action. So you can still cancel out of that. And then we can roll right into 4. So let's go 1 into 5, 1 into 3, and then 1 into 4, and then let it roll from there. So that's basically your damage output, it looks like. So I'm gonna have to play with this one because I don't know how you're really playing with that skill. But we're going 1 into 5, 1 into 3, 1 into 4, 1 into 6. But the bad part is I don't know that 4 is there because we can't cancel out of 4. There's a long delay pause there where I don't get to use the 1 skill, because if you look at 4, right, I can't cancel out of 4. Oh wait, did it just cancel out of 4? Let me see that one more time. I'm gonna have to see that one more time. So like if I go directly 4, what I'm looking for is hard to see, right? Like I don't see any of the attacks that's happening there because I'm blocked in the screen. And then 2 happens. So it looks like I'm getting half of the 4 skill up basically. Like we go 4, he goes up, and then 1, but the skill completely cancels. You see nothing happens there for the 4th skill. So maybe we go 5, I'm allowed to completely cancel out of that skill, roll right into it. But 4, it looks like we have the delay on that. So like 4, we have to wait 1, 2, 3 for that to show. And then once we cancel, we lose out on all the bombardment damage that's from there. So let's see, 6 skill, can we cancel out of 6? So we go 6. So you can't cancel out of 6 either. So you're gonna have to let 6 play out. That's odd. So we know we can do 1 into 5, 1 into 3, 1 into 4, let it delay off 1, and then come back for 2. His rotation, man, I went through all of those goddamn skills and he still didn't rotate through that. Like I was at less than 50%. So we go 1 into 5, 1 into 3, 1 into 4, wait it out 1, and then go into 6. Now, I don't like that. I don't like it. I don't like the rotation. I'm going to have to play around with the rotation. I think that 1 skill is going to become like the bane of the existence there for the character, for me to figure out how to play that rotation into there. But essentially what you can see from the 1 skill is you're able to maintain that 100% chance to damage immunity all up. What I don't see is the buff. Like, where's the buff for the increased basic damage inside here for the 2 attacks, right? Because like these are his abilities inside here. He casts a 1, and then you see that's it. It's just sure shot over there. So like, am I just granting my damage immunity for the character? It's a little bit of a weird one. 1, 5, 3, 4. I know you've basically got the damage accumulation from 5, 3, 4. So if you were to just go like 1, 5, 3, and then 4, and you're letting that rip off right there, that just got me better numbers than that. And like 266 hits on all those targets inside there. So I was like, what's going on, guys? With no practice combo inside here. So that was 266. Let's do 1, 5, 1, 3, 1, 4 over into the character. But are we hitting harder is the question. And we end up with 228 for that. I don't know. To be honest with you, I don't know. I'm gonna have to play around with this and see what we get from the character overall. But I think Rocket Raccoon is gonna be an interesting character. I like it. Now, pay attention to that. Essentially, Rocket's passive is going to be really good because he applies Guardians of Galaxy type allies 40% increase of energy attack. So with Peter as the Star-Lord as the leader, you're getting 60, and then Rocket's giving you 40. Peter's giving you another 15 to himself. That's pretty cool. I like it. It's a good synergy for the characters there. I didn't mean to do that. Let's go back to the character real quick because Rocket is in that position where he can have his enhancement. And now I forgot to do this, so you're gonna have to endure with me because I am gonna level up Rocket to T3. I want Rocket at T3. I do. Like, to be honest with you, I knew the moment that they said Rocket was getting a T3, especially because he fit with inside the blast field. Look, I already have, like, and this is a real simple solution, right? Like, if you're a player that already has Star-Lord at tier 3, and I do believe Star-Lord was available as the characters from the tier 3 selectors. So if you have Star-Lord at a tier 3 and you have Adam Warlock at a tier 3 as well, you really don't have much to complain about here because it's an automatic, you know, go for Rocket at the tier 3 value as well, because he's obviously inducing value for you there. So it's a good it's a good buy-in. Like, you know, you don't have to worry about too much. You're not using Book of the Vishantis if you already have this. So like, I intended to tier 3. Like, there are no other blast type characters that you essentially would need your blast books for other than Rocket within the next month. You should be able to get the rest of your blast books back, unless for some reason they come out with a blast type character in lieu of what you call. So let's go inside here and let's hit the advancement. Easy day, easy day. Advancement on Rocket. That's, the gun looks even terrible there. Did he do anything with those little discs? I don't think he did anything with those little discs in his skills. Rocket bombardment. I'm not mad at this at all. What I want to know is, what did they do though that they said, hey dude, you are not allowed to use you're not allowed to use the practice combo. Like, they've set no practice combo for the character whatsoever. I'm confused about that. Totally confused about it, but it is what it is, I guess. So his info inside there, not looking bad on his attacks and stuff like that. I'm looking forward to the character. Like, no matter what, he's going to be a good character for you to use with Star-Lord. Like, you basically have a tandem team of Star-Lord and Rocket because of the fact that he's supplying Guardians of the Galaxy allies with that ability. And Star-Lord having his tier 4, this is perfect tandem for the characters. Not to mention they're blast type males, so you're always going to have them able to be piggybacked together. It's almost like putting Medusa with Black Bolt. They're always there in tandem with each other, supplying that buff. And he's going to benefit other Guardians of the Galaxy characters as well, so you can play around. But obviously you're going to be using Star-Lord. So if you plan on getting Star-Lord in his new uniform, you really just by default get Rocket Raccoon in his uniform. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I'm happy for these two characters getting their uniforms, and the synergy between the two looks really good. So I'm looking forward to having them as part of my new teams. I'm not exactly totally ecstatic about the way Star-Lord moves. He feels really slow in his movements, but maybe it's just me playing around for the first time. All right, guys, until next time, peace.